Either I've eaten my spinach or it's back. So first off is the Karcher K214. This is by JMZ, 1.28 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it in a construction menu and under buildings and tools. Now, I would suggest zooming in because it's rather small. But that being said, it's going to do a good job. So you got your option, you press your left stick in. If you're on Xbox like me, that gets the lance out, and then you press B to give your tractor a bit of a spritz. Oh, fair enough. I know we've got bigger Karcher ones, but this fits in really well. Well, it's sort of like anywhere. I mean, it's like, look, just like compared to the tractor, it's really tiny. So it's going to fit into some small spaces, no problem. Right, next up is Fire Siren. This is by MTL Modding Team, 2.3 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it in a construction menu and under buildings and tools. 95 grand plays down, but it's called Fire Siren. Yeah, that I get that. You know, it could be like a call to arms sort of thing if you've got a fire station on the go. But I'm thinking a little bit differently, because when this goes off, it sounds like a get to your bunker evacuation warning. So now on 25, we've got like tornadoes or whatever. You know, it's like, oh, you see one on the map. Oh, you come up to it. Press B. Quick, get to some shelter. The tornado's coming. I mean, the cows, they don't care. They don't, do they? They just stood there like, you know, whatever, bro. Carry on. You want to go and hide out the way? Carry on. Oh, fair enough. I think you could get that into your roleplay, no problem. Right, next up is Elegant House. This is by Radshot Gplay, 11.04 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find it in a construction menu, and as you can imagine, under buildings and farmhouses. Now, there is an option to have these solar panels on the roof. So if you click on that, you then get the option to, well, right stick in, and it's going to put these solar panels on the other side, mind you. There we are. So yes or no, puts those on the front. And if you've gone for that, obviously, you're doing a little bit green with the environment. So you come up there like that. There's your sleep trigger. Then we'll come around the back, and there is going to be your wardrobe trigger. All right, fair enough. I mean, you can't go inside. That being said, you know, just need a bit of a sleep trigger there, don't you? Right, next up is Wood Barn with storage shelves. This is by Basti, 2.62 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find them in a construction menu and under buildings and sheds. Now, we've got two versions. We've got one that's got with storage shelves, and we've also got basically the same thing without storage shelves, although the one without is $1,000 less, which is a bit random, but okay, fair enough. I mean, you come up to it, you open the gate like that. There's your storage shelves over there. Got the option to turn the shed lights on, left stick in. Alright, fair enough. I mean, I'd say it's with storage shelves. Even if you go for that one, they're not going to take up that much space. You've got plenty of space inside, so you go for whichever one you want. But, you know, it's alright, that is. Right, next up is Modern Wooden Shed. This is by Patty, 4.02 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find it in a construction menu and under buildings and sheds. Now, you have got a little bit of customization with this. So we'll press right stick in. You can change the colour. And if you've got the unlimited colour option, you could go for whatever you like, which is all right indeed. I mean, shed, I'd say more like you're halfway to Barbie Dreamhouse with that one, but all right, fair enough. And obviously, it's a shed, so you're going to be storing your stuff in there, no problem. Plenty of space. I mean, I reckon you could get like a reasonably medium-ish size harvester in there with a header on. Yeah, very nice. Right, next up is Square Slurry Storage. This is by User 555, 0.86 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it in a construction menu and under buildings and silos. 32 grand to place down, and it's going to hold 100,000 litres of your liquid stuff. And that stinks. Dear oh dear. Right, so you got your taking out point just there. I mean, you got your loading in point just there. It's somewhere to store your stuff. Fair enough. Right, next up is Liquid Fertilizer Tank. This is by 750 Ti Modding, 1.07 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it in a construction menu and under buildings and containers. Now, it's got a 15,000 litre capacity, and you've got your taking out point just there. Down this side is going to be your, well, bite-inable situation. You've got herbicide, liquid fertilizer, jobs are good. Alright, fair enough. I mean, if you want to store some stuff on your farm, rather than just going to the shop every 5 minutes. That's alright, that is. Right, next up is Gas Station. This is by Barney, 7.57 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it in a construction menu and under buildings and containers. Now, it only costs you £1,000, but this is somewhere for you to get fuel for your vehicle. Now, it's not, well, it is and it isn't a storage facility. Obviously, old school farmers would store their fuel, admittedly a little bit dangerous in tanks that look like this, mind you, but it is in essence a buy point. So you bring your vehicle down this side by the old pipe, tap, whatever you want to call it, and you fill up there. Alright, no problem. Right, next up is Old Storage Shed. This is by Black Sheep Modding, 6.01 megabyte on the download, and oh, how fun memories of this. This is what I used on Ravenport. Oh, that's a great storage shed. Right, you're going to find it in a construction menu and under buildings and silos. It's going to cost you 10 grand and it's going to do 550 pieces of pallets, bales, whatever. Now, there is a separate version under sheds. Now, it's only going to cost you 9 grand. So you're going to save yourself a bit of, well, you're going to save yourself £1,000. But obviously you don't have the facility to store stuff in there. And this is a great shed. Oh, I loved it on Ravenport. I'm glad it's back. Right, next up is Straw Storage. This is by MA7 Studio, 11.66 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it in a construction menu under buildings and silos. Now, this is going to be a place for you to, well, it says store your straw, but it's saying there for your bales and pallets. So it's going to be a pallet and bale store. Yeah, I'm going to get that wrong. Pallet and bale storage, one of those anyway. You got your taking out point just there. Got your loading in point just there, but you can go inside, so it's not a problem. Oh, now have we got lights on here? Let's have a look. Yes, we have. All right, let's spin it around. Let's have a look. All right, fair enough. I mean, plenty of space on the go. I mean, you could easily get a harvester in there with the header on. Yeah, fair enough. Right, next up is Finished Sheep Barn. This is by Jamo, 15.59 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it in a construction menu, and as you can imagine, under animals and sheep. Now, it says, right, this is interesting, because I've noticed this on a lot of the animal pens, to be fair. It's saying it's going to hold 80 sheep. We'll come back to that in a minute. Now, you have got the option to customize it if you want to, so we can change, well, you can put some solar panels on, and then you can also change the colour as well. So if you've got the old unlimited colours, why not? Why not have a pink sheep barn? Now, you can also extend the fencing and you can put a meadow or leave a meadow off. The same as you normally would do with a sheep barn. Right, no problem. So we're going to go in this door. Now, I'm going to say you're going to need to duck because you get your head stuck. The doorway is quite low, so duck as you go in. There we are. So over here is going to be your wall pallet spawn point. Then come down here, you got your loading in point for your food. And then we'll come round here to your animal dialogue box. Now, as I said, when you go to place it down, it said 80 sheep. Okay, we've got 85. I just placed it down. I haven't extended it. I haven't opened up the fencing or anything like that. It is as it is. So, all right, fair enough, no problem. Now, I will say this. With these doors, obviously the wall pallet's going to spawn inside. Probably going to need to get a skid steer loader. Although, to be fair, with the modeler, we're going to see a little bit later on, maybe not. But, yeah, something small to get in there to get your pallets out. But that being said, that's an alright sheep barn. Right, next up is Open Sheds. This is by Omatana, 6.62 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find a raft of them in a construction menu and under buildings and sheds. Now, I haven't got them all out, to be fair. But obviously, you get the idea. They're open at the front, open at the back. Plenty of storage for you to put some stuff in. Now again, you got the option to customize. We can change the color. So again, if you want to go for, yeah, whatever color you like, you can do. So no problem on that one. So we've got a 8 grand one. So that's going to be your large one. We've also got a narrow one. We've also got a double wide, which I think is that one. Got a few different versions on the go. So you got some with walls, some with, well, side walls anyway, some with outside walls. And then we have got this on the side here. Yeah, cheeky little pallet and bale storage. That's all right. I mean, we'll come down. There it is. 5 grand. It's going to hold 250 pieces, which is nice and cheap, I must admit. That's not bad at all. So you got your loading in point, then you got your taking out point just there. They all look great. It's a sort of wooden, I don't know, like new style wood thing. Yeah, that sort of thing. But what they also do have as well is these levers. So you come up to them like that. It says move collision down. Right, where's it gone? No, we can't get in like that. Okay, so what about if we do this one? Move this one down. Move wall down. Oh, there you are. Puts the back wall down. So what was the first one then? We'll do that. Move collision up. Oh, is it the collision for the wall? Oh, I see. Right, let's put that back up then. Let's just... Okay, so the wall's not there. Oh, it's the collision. Right, got you. So one's for the collision so you can actually drive through, and one's for the wall itself. So that should mean if we put that down and we put that one up, we should be able to walk through the wall. Let's give it a go. No, you can't. All right, so the wall's up and you've got to put the collision down as well. Right, fair enough indeed. And we've got any down this side? Or just that end? Just that end. So there's going to be the same down all of them, to be fair. Although this one, we'll put the wall up there. It hasn't got the collision on the back. All right, fair enough. So does that mean we can go through the wall? Nope. No problem. Oh, that being said, that's ace. You know, if you wanted to have the wall on the back and then sometimes you wanted a bit of a drive through, yeah, just flick the switch, you're good to go. And next up is Wide Garage. This is by ICAS, 4.42 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it in the construction menu and under buildings and sheds. Now you have got a little bit of customization on this one. You can change the colour, so as we've seen before, you can put your shed how you like. And to be fair, the name is Wide Garage, and they are not wrong. Look at this opening. Oh, easily with a harvester with the header still on. No problem. That's you. You can fit an aeroplane in here. That is awesome. I mean, nicely detailed on the inside as well. I mean, we come over to this corner. We have got a light switch, and there's a great sound as well as you turn them on. So it's going to be B to turn them on. Oh, it's like the electric jumping. It's arcing across the contact points. Oh, that is a great shed. Right, next up is Small Grain Silos Pack. This is by Bart, 25.18 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find him in a construction menu and under silos. Now, we've got the two front ones first. So first up, we've got the 30-ton grain silo. It's going to hold 30,000 litre capacity. That's going to cost you 12 grand. We then got the 9 grand version, which is going to hold 20,000 litre capacity. And we've got the silos behind, which are going to be extensions. So basically the same, just without the input. So we've got the 9 grand one for 30,000 litre extension there. And then 6 grand for your extension of the 20,000 litres. Now, these are ace. So you've got your loading in point just there, taking out point just there. But you can fold all this away, which is ace. Come up there like that. Fold the blower, B. Fair enough. And then we come to this one. Fold the grain auger. Boom. Done. Nice and neat and tidy. It just looks like a standard silo now. No messing. And then when you want to use it, just come over there. Unfold the auger. And then unfold the blower. Oh, they are ace. Right, next up is the Planet Modular BGA. This is by Castor DS Agri Service. 33.09 megabyte on the download. And we've got nothing out. That's because it's a build-your-own BGA. We're going to build it together. All right, fair enough. So in a construction menu and under factories, and you've got a few different options to go with this. So obviously you build it how you want. So first off, you're going to want to build yourself a bunker. So we've got the small one, we've got a medium one, and then we've got a large one. So we're going to put the bunker down. Yes, thank you very much. You're then going to want to build a fermenter. So we have got the small, well, I say small, we've got 100, 200, we then got the 300, the 400, and then, oh, they're digestives, there we are, so we've got those four there. So I'm going to go for the big one. There we are, so we'll put that there, like that. That'll do. Dear, oh dear. You're then going to want to put a secondary fermenter, which is going to be your, well, it's your digestate storage tank, let's face it. So we've got the was it liquid digester, secondary digester 140k, 200k, 300k, and then that's your option. So again, we're going to go for the biggest ones. Wow. Wow, indeed. These this is I may need more space, but okay, fair enough. I'm going to place that down there, no problem. And then once you've got that done, you're going to need to put a liquid digester in. So we'll come down. Again, you've got some different options. So you've got your central slurry storage, your digestate storage, and then one of the, well, I say and then is either of those. Although saying that, put both down. Why not? So I'm going to put that one down there. Saying that, it's got icons either side of it. Oh, it's a production chain icon. There we are. Right, so we want... I'm going to put it about there. There we are. And then we're going to put the central digestate storage, which is the tank, which you... Alright, fair enough. So you're probably going to need that to get your digestate out as well. So we'll put that next to the digestate there. Alright, fair enough. And then once we've got that in, we're going to want to do the last bit, the selling of your goods. So obviously... You know, you take your stuff out once it's produced, or you can get some electricity out of it as well. Okay, so we're gonna. Well, you got the small, you got your medium, and then you got your large one. So we've gone large already. Let's face it. So we'll just put it all like that. Plenty of space to get in with your trailer, no problem. We've also got a methane cell point. So you got your. I'm gonna say, is it small and large again? Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay, we'll go with a large one. There we are. So we'll put that down like that. There we are. And then on the end, we've got the electricity storage. So if you don't want to sell it straight away, I'd imagine then. Why is it not letting me buy that one, actually? That's interesting. And it's took me out the menu. Right, that's great. Right, carry on. Back down to the bottom. So, there we are. 95 grand. That's better. Right, so we'll place that down like that. And we're done. Oh. That was nearly placed with me inside. Fair enough. Now you've got all these different production chains menus knocking around because let's face it, they're all individual production chains, but you can also get to them in your main menu. So we'll go into that one just there. And basically they all sort of work the same. They all work together. So you're going to want to have your distribution. You're going to want to put them on to well, distribute rather than storing, and then it's going to put it into the next thing. So you're going to put your manure and your silage in. That's then going to distribute to your actual tank. That's then going to distribute to your digestate, and so on and so on and so on. So you want to have them all linked up. Just get them all running, producing. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough indeed. Now, I'd imagine there's probably more to it than what I've gone over, but obviously... It potentially could do with its own video, but alright, it is what it is. I mean, you got your basic elements there, so you're loading in point for your solid stuff, you're loading in point for your slurry, taking out point for your digestate, then your storage tanks, and then your methane, and your electric cell point, and then your electric storage. So, I'd say it's fairly intuitive. Yeah, alright, fair enough. Build your own BGA. Next up is Diesel Tank. This is by Happy Mole, 0.76 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find him under pallets in the shop menu. Now, you can get 1,000 litres in these, which is not bad. Oh, that's going to fill up pretty much every vehicle that you can get. Well, maybe not a harvester, but, you know, you could always get 2. Or you could buy it in multiples all the way up to 8. 8,000 litres of diesel. It's 10 grand. Wow, 10 grand on diesel, but all right. It is what it is. Obviously, you need it to keep your vehicles going, but fair enough. Right, next up is Signal Bar. This is by Nikudu55, 3 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it underweight. Now, it's going to cost you 2 grand to start with, and the original weight, 370 kilo. You then got some options as well. You've got details, we've got on or none. So put those, well, they're sticks, let's face it. I mean, you have your eye out with those, no problem. You then got flood lighting, so we've got number 1, number 2, number 3, and then back to none. We then got side markers, puts those on there like that. Number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, 9. How many side markers is there going to be? We're up to 12. There's 30, 14 different types of side markers on that. It's the weight. All right, fair enough. Beacon lights, number 1, 2, or none. You then got signs. You can have the Convoy Agricole, oversized load, wide load, 3-point, or none. So that's quite handy, having the 3-point, because it is going to mount to your 3-point. So it gives you a little bit extra. Have this weight on and then carry on with what you're doing. Fair enough. You then got your main colour. So that is going to be anything you like. So we'll go for green. Does the mainframe. Design colour, we're going to go for a blue. Does the end bits. And then we got design colour again is going to do, we'll go for an orange. Is that on the tips of the spikes? I'm going to call them spikes anyway, because that's what they look like. Yeah, it has. All right, fair enough. Right, next up is the Lizard TZ400. This is by Wolfex Modding, 1.46 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it underweight. It's not really a weight as such, but it is at the same time. So it's got a 160 kilo weight to it, but you got the option there of standard, with stuff, or standard. So with stuff doesn't really change much apart from the price, but it is a little transport box. Yeah, you could put this on the front of your tractor, on the back of your tractor, cart some stuff around, maybe like a chainsaw, because you can now lift those up as well. All right, fair enough. Right, next up is the Lizard Bale Spike. This is by Vertex Design, 1.04 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under Telehandler Tools. Now, it's going to cost you $1,200 to buy, and it's got a colour option of anything you like, if you've got the unlimited colours. Yeah, pastel pink bale spike. Oh, why not? Why not indeed? And next up is the Quickie M140. This is by JMZ, 1.02 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find them under front loader tools. Now, we have got the configuration of spikes. It's going to be on the outside, in the middle, and then triple again, and then five spikes. So that's going to keep you stable, no problem. And then back to your one. You then got your stickers, yes or no. We come down to main colour, and that's going to do your main colour. Your design colour is going to do your spikes, and then that's your options. I mean, it's only going to cost you $500. They haven't charged you any extra for painting it, so that's all right. Now, this isn't the only option in the pack. Now, there is another one. So we have got the M140 with transport straps. So again, same thing applies with the options on there, but it's got a little bit of a... Oh, it's an invisible strap, we'll put it that way. And then we've got a same but different version with transport straps without a camera. Indeed. Now, I've got the one with transport straps that does have the camera. So we'll just go with that. So you just go up to your bale. There we are. Load it in. Jobs are good. Now, the camera, obviously, you go for inside view. You then go for this view. So it centers the camera around the bale, so you can actually see where you're putting it. Alright, that's a little different, I suppose. Now, with your transport straps, the same thing as usual. So RB and right stick in. Now it's going to say transport straps are there. So if we lower it down, we can still pull away. And I've got me transport straps still fastened. I don't know what's going on with that bit. I mean, to be fair, I like the camera. The camera is ace. Transport straps, no, don't seem to be working. But all right, fair enough. That's still great with that camera, though. Right, next up is the Gorenk Transfer Pack. This is by Wolfex Modding, 7.2 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find him under Baling Transport. Now, we've got this one here, 350 to buy, and it's got a weight of 60 kilo. Hey, it's not a weight, obviously. It's something to move your bales around. Now, it's going to go on your 3-point, so it's not going to be, lifting it up in the air. It's just literally just to move your stuff around. Obviously, this is designed to go to your round bales. I suppose if they're awkwardly placed square bales, you might get away with it. But, all right, fair enough. Now, if you don't want to do single bales, we have got some other options. We've got this one, which is also a single baler, 400 to buy, a little bit heavier, but again, mounts to the back of the 3-point. And then you've got the doublers. Yeah, 2 bales at once. Oh, why not? On your 3-point, 700 to buy, no problem. And then we've got this one on the end. Now this looks a little interesting, actually. Now, I thought in the shop, they look really close together. That's not going to pick up anything. If you do LB and right stick, left and right, it tilts it up and down. LB and right stick up and down, raises it and lowers it. RB and right stick, left and right. There we are. Move it in and out. Oh, that's ace. Next up is the Dondi Discovitis. This is by SMI Modding Team, 6.54 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under subsoilers. Now, it only requires 65 horsepower from your tractor because it's only got a 2 meter working width. It's got 7 mile an hour working speed with a 12.5 grand price tag. Now, you may be thinking, 2 meter, what's the point? Well, if you're doing vines or groves, yeah, you haven't got a lot of space to work with, so you need something small to get in there. And to be fair, even though it's small, this looks ace. I mean, if you're doing some vineyard work or doing some olive groves, oh, this will be right up your street. Well, next up is the Lemkin Smaragd 9400. This is by Matt26, 4.13 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under cultivators. Now, this requires 140 horsepower from your tractor, 4 meter working width, 9 mile an hour working speed, 16.5 grand to buy. So at 4 meter, it's going to be on the top end of your small farming shenanigans. I mean, you're not going to want to be taking this into a large field. But that being said, yeah, that'll do all right on a small farm, no problem. Right, next up is the Randon Dolly. This is by Agro Mods, 14.53 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under miscellaneous. So if you've got a trailer, semi-trailer, lorry trailer, whatever you want to call it, and you haven't got a lorry to move it around, yeah, get one of these, hook it up to your tractor, no problem. So you got your wheel brands, which is basically the design of the wheels, to be fair, but all right, fair enough. You go for whichever one you want, although those, they look all right. All right, fair enough. Then come down, we've got arching. No. Oh, yes. I mean, I'd just give it a little bit of a jump in the shop then. That's all right, fair enough. Trailer models, you got the new R model, the Line R, or the new R. It doesn't really seem to be doing much. Oh, it's going to change the back bits. The lights and the mud flaps. That's the ones. Then got wheel designs. You've got no, full hubcaps, complete wheel covers, complete wheel cover and hubcaps, and then back to nothing. You got attacher types of bull hitch with bucket, bull hitch, fifth wheel hitch, bull hitch with bucket. So obviously, you know, depending on what one you go for, you know, if you've got like a lower hitching point on your tractor, you might want to go for that one. All right, no problem. Main colour, if you've got the ultimate colours on, I say the ultimate colour, the unlimited colours, yeah, put that on. Because, you know, why not? Rear mudguard colour, that's going to be changing it up as well. So we'll go for that. Just those bits. Oh, why not? And then you've got the rim colours. We'll go something different. We'll go over blue. Does the rims. Oh, that's well bright. I love it. I love it. So if you've got a trailer that you need moving around with a tractor, get one of these. It'll sort you out nicely. Right, next up is the Class Direct Disc 600. This is by FS25, 7.11 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under Forage Harvester headers. Now, it's going to cost you 66.5 grand to buy. It's got a 6 meter working width and a 9 mile an hour working speed. You got the option of standard or design 1. I mean, it's going to put an extra 6.5 grand on, mind you. Doesn't change the working width, but all right, fair enough. Fair enough indeed. Now, 6 meter wide, yes, probably a little bit of an issue going down the road, but they've got you sorted because it comes with its own header trailer. 12 grand to buy, obviously in the class colours, no problem. Right, next up is the Lizard Forage Pickup. This is by Fluffy Mods, 9.92 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under Belt Systems. Now, this was an awesome mod in 22 because it could pick up anything loose. So if you've got loose grain, loose crop, loose whatever, this could pick it up. You can even get snow out the road. And it's back for 25. This is an awesome piece of kit. So obviously mounts to the front of your tractor. You have a trailer behind and it just chucks everything into your trailer. Now, if you don't want to chuck it into the trailer, just move the trailer out of the way and you can just dump it on the floor. Fair enough. Now, it's going to cost you 65 grand and it requires 90 horsepower from your tractor. You got the option to change the colour. So we'll do the usual. Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. Then design colour, we'll go over blue. Does the extra bits. But this was an awesome mod in 22, and I'm glad it's back. And speaking of awesome mods that I'm glad are back, we've got that last one for the day. The liftable pallets and bales by the Magician. The Magician that goes by the name of Yoss. This is awesome. 0.55 megabyte on the download. And for me personally, probably the mod of 22, especially for console players anyway. This allows you to pick up stuff. Closest thing we're going to get on console anyway to the super strength mod. So if you come into the actual shop itself, we've got these different versions. So we've got the vegetable pallets, liquid fertilizer, herbicide. We then got potato boxes, poplar boxes, mineral feed, square bale twine, round bale net, no problem, sugar cane, seeds, all this sort of stuff. All the usual stuff that you'd buy in a pallet from a shop, you can now get and you can pick them up because it turns them into less than 100 kilos in weight, which is basically the limit of what you can pick up in the game. So you can buy all these, the feed for your chickens, for your horses, some solid fertilizer, all these. You don't need to have a forklift truck anymore, which is awesome. So everything in the shop you can now buy and you can pick up. Apart from these, because what these do, these actually give you liftable bales. So if you're out in the field and you think, oh, I'm gonna bale up some stuff, use one of these and it's gonna produce liftable bales. But what makes these good as well is you come down a little bit further. Obviously they do square bales, round bales, whatever. We've got these two, the cotton bales. Oh yes, I mean 10,000 litre, 20,000 litre cotton bales, no problem. You're gonna be able to lift them up after this. And you've also got the option to buy bales that you can lift. So you've got your hay, your straw, and your silage. They're going to be liftable, no problem. Now, there is a little bit of a note. Obviously, this is going to, anything going forward, this is going to, from your animals, from your balers, if you use them at this pack, they're going to be liftable. But if you've already got bales and already got pallets out on your map before you've installed this mod, they're not going to be liftable. So if you install this and you go and try and lift a bale that you've had on your farm for ages and you can't lift it, it's not this mod. You've had it before you installed it. So you can't do that. Yeah, just bear that in mind. Once you've installed it, everything else that's been produced after that will then be liftable. Right, no problem. But we don't end here. We're going to go somewhere else. So yeah, we're at the warehouse. The place where you can buy anything for your construction needs. So if you come in here and you can buy any of these, any of them, and they're liftable. So come around here. I've got a selection of stuff here. I mean, we've got like what are they, prefab walls there. We've got some chocolate here. No problem. Moving it around by myself. Got some cans of cans of peas. Yeah, we got some mushrooms there. Just move it all around by myself. We even got long planks. I mean, they're going to be heavy anyway, but just, just stack them on top of each other. Why not? Cement bags? Dear, oh dear. Just move your cement bags around. And to be fair, what I haven't actually taken a look at before, mind you, cakes in 25. They look great. And you can now lift them. Oh, this is one of the best mods in 22, especially for console players, is back. Oh, brilliant.